So اسم فاعل, it means like perfect present. In English, it's almost called perfect present. So if you want to say in English, I'm leaving, or I will be leaving within half an hour. Or you can also, you can use it as, for example, I have studied in Zayed University. So I can say in Arabic, أنا كنت دارسة في جامعة زايد. If I want to say I'm leaving, as a male I would say أنا طالع, and female I would say أنا طالعة. So this اسم فاعل is like the doer form. يعني the person who's doing the action. You know, in English you will say, for example, I write, but to say writer, when you add ER, it means he's the person who's doing the writing. The same thing for reader. So I read is the verb, but whenever you see ER at the end, you know he's the person who's doing the reading. So that's why I call it doer. It's the person who's doing the action. تمام? So if I want to say I'm going, I don't use the verb أروح. I go. That one will be I go. But I am going, you can say, if you are a male, huh? You see the picture here, it's for a male. So if you are a male, you can say أنا رايح, which means I'm going. تمام? So you need to know first the past, present, future, and imperative, the four things. And this is your fifth thing that you need to know. So a lot of people, they use, a lot of Arabs, including Emiratis, they use this form. Okay, so I'm going, you can say رايح. رايح. Another way to say it, the second one, ساير. So ساير or رايح is the both يعني has the same meaning. Both is used in Emirati Arabic and most of the dialects. Okay, so you can say رايح or you can say ساير. Now for the verb, like I know in English this one cannot be done with the verb, I understand. But if in Emirati Arabic or Arabic language, we can do it. So we can say, like, if I'm understanding the point, you can say أنا فاهم. أنا فاهم. Maybe you will ask me, Hanan, can I use the verb I understood, like فهمت? It has the same meaning, like, but that one is in a past tense. This one, it shows like this is from the past and still continuing now. أنا فاهم. Now, if I wrote the message, I have written the message, I can say, or I'm writing the message, I can say كاتب. أنا كاتب المسج. I have written the message. Okay? كاتب. كاتب. So you can say again from the beginning, رايح, ساير, فاهم, كاتب. Let's take more example. So if I want to say I have beaten or I have hitting someone, so I can say ضارب. ضارب. If I'm reading, I can say أنا gaaree. I'm reading the book. Or I have read the book. I can say أنا gaaree الكتاب if I am a male. أنا gaaree. And if I'm studying, I can say دارس. دارس. And also you can say, like, I have studied, for example, about me, I have studied in Zayed University. So I can say أنا دارسة. Now this is for a male. So let's continue the example with a male. أنا دارس في جامعة زايد. I'm asking, or I have been asking. So you can say أنا السائل. أنا سائل. So we already have taken now 8 examples. And always notice the verb. It's always letter and then there is extension, مد بالألف. You see the one in red if you're reading Arabic. If you're reading Arabizi, you can see the double A. Like ضارب, gaaree, دارس, سائل. Do you see the rhythm? Do you hear it? It always comes in this way. تمام? Now this is for what? For a male. Now let me say if I want to say it to a female. For female, if you're reading Arabic, you will see there is ta marbuta. There's something that has 2 dots at the top. This one's called ta marbuta in Arabic. So you need to say this for female. But it's almost the same thing, but just adding this. Or if you're reading the Arabizi, the second one, the phonetic language, it's A at the end. So you can say رايحة, سايرة, فاهمة, كاتبة. I have written the message or I have written the email. I can say أنا كاتبة الإيميل. أنا كاتبة الإيميل. I have understood I have understood the lesson. I can say أنا فاهمة الدرس. فاهمة الدرس. تمام? Let's take more example. For I'm hitting ضاربة. I have read the book. أنا قارية الكتاب. I have studied in Zayed University. I can say أنا دارسة في جامعة زايد. أنا دارسة. I have been asking this question. For example, أنا سائلة هالسؤال. أنا سائلة. تمام? So remember the music. You need to make sure that your music catch the rhythm. Or catch the rhythm. Like always, tan tan. gaaree. 10. So if you are a language learner, you need to have a music ear with you. Tamam? So as usual, everything is in all languages there is regular verbs and there is irregular verbs, صح? Let me give you 2 examples of irregular verbs. So this verb, the 2 verbs on the right, it's like irregular or exception. This verb starts with double A, like akil. What is the meaning of akil? What is the meaning of akil? Is I eat. Akhid, the second verb is I take. So you see this verb, those 2 verbs, it starts with double A. So that's why to make it اسم فاعل, you need to start with meme in the beginning. So that's why it's أنا ماكل. ماكل قبل شوي. I just ate a while ago. Okay? أنا ماخذ iPhone قبل شهرين. I have bought or I have taken iPhone 2 months before. So any verb that starts with double A, you need to start the اسم فاعل with meme. آكل, it becomes ماكل. آخذ, it becomes ماخذ. If you want to make it feminine, like I can say I have eaten before a while ago, I can say أنا ماكلة قبل شوي. And if I have taken, I can say أنا ماخذة. ماخذة. I will end it with تا مربوطة or A if you reading Arabic. تمام? Good so far? Now I have some examples for you. I will open the comments and I want you to tell me what's the اسم فاعل, the doer form for those verbs. For وصل, labas, yaales, صام. What is for اسم فاعل? Very good, Guli. Very good, Muhammad. Very good, Kubra. Sheikh, very good as well. Parisa, usul, no, is not the right one. Very good, Smiley. Face. Farah, very good. Mansouri, very good. Kubra, very good. Ayash, very good. Ayash, the last letter needs to be corrected. The last letter, yes. Rina, very good. Correct. Kavandi, very good. So most of you, you're getting it right. صح, ما شاء الله عليكم. Guli, for your questions, what's the difference? اسم فاعل, it could be past, could be present, could be future. It depends how you are using the phrase. يالس آكل, it means I'm eating right now. It cannot be past, it cannot be future. It's happening right now. Sam, this is fasting. Okay, so the verb wasal, it means, so this is all in past tense, so I'll explain in past tense. Wasal means he arrived. Labas means he wore clothes. Yaales means he sat down. Sam means he fast. He fast. For some. So it's all the same. First letter, then there is extension, like let me do the example of wasal. So it will become wasil. Wasil. So for I'm a male, I can say أنا already, like I just arrived. I can say أنا توني واصل. أنا توني واصل. Or I will be arriving soon. I can say بكون واصلة. بكون واصلة or بكون واصل جريب. So all this verb, it can use be past, present or future. It depends how you use your phrase. تمام? So واصل for a male. لبس, labas. Listen to the music. labas. يلس, yaales. yaales. صام, صايم. صايم. Some, there is already double A. So imagine if I add more two A's, it will be sam. So that's why to break it, it says صايم. صايم. Very good. So for a male, واصل, labas, yaales, صايم. For female, واصلة, لابسة, يالسة, صايمة. Okay, so for صايم, it's like this. صايم. This is in Emirati Arabic. واصل. Exactly. تمام. Let's take more examples and see if you understood the lesson. في عندي more examples ولا لا؟ ولا this is yeah, I have more example. Now for the verb ركب, شاف, فاز, خسر. يلا, I'm waiting for you. Very good, Rose. Very good, Muhammad, Aish. Very good, ستار. عبد القيوم. قولي فرح. مطحنون. Correct. Very good. شايف. ممتاز. So ركب اسم فاعل became راكب. So ركب as a verb here it means يعني I'm riding or he's riding. So if I want to say I'm riding a horse I can say أنا راكبة الحصان. I have or I'm riding bicycle I can say أنا راكب for a male and for female أنا راكبة. شاف the verb then or the اسم فاعل or the doer form becomes شايف. شايف. I have seen the movie before. أنا شايف الفيلم قبل. شايف. فاز. So أنا فايز. It's like I'm winner. فايز. خسر. خاسر. خاسر, which means I'm loser or I have lost the game. Okay? For female will become راكبة, شايفة, فايزة, خاسرة. تمام? Good. Now I will give you more examples. So, what is the meaning of أنا رايح عند ربعي? أنا رايح عند ربعي. So you will see in the verb in the right side, the one with the green highlight, راح is the past tense. رايح is the doer form, the اسم فاعل. أنا رايح عند ربعي. Very good. All of you, you're answering correct. It means I'm going to my friends. Plural. I'm going to my friends. I'm going to my friends. This is male or female? Male or female? Here, كبرى, it means at. Like I'm going to my friends. I know يعني it's in English you cannot say I'm going at my friends, but in Arabic we can. Very good. It's only for male. If I want to say to a female, if I am a female, I want to say I'm going to my friends, I can say أنا رايحة. You need to end it with تا مربوطة or a at the end. And it means at. I know this is not literal translation, but like I'm going to my friends. Okay? So رايح for male and رايحة for female. Very good. Now let's take another example. أنا قاري الكتاب كامل. What is the meaning of that? Here the meaning is not I'm reading. It means I have read the whole book. I have read the full or the complete, the word كامل. I have read the full book. And كامل is also an اسم فاعل, by the way. You see, there is ألف, like letter ألف. كامل. So أنا قاري الكتاب كامل. I have read the whole book. Remember that it's not always I'm reading, like I am. It can be past, it can be future, it can be present. أنا قاري الكتاب كامل. Why is it in the past tense? You need to understand the meaning from the context. Imagine, say, I'm reading the whole book. This is, you say whenever you finish the book, like I have read the full book. Okay? So if I say great, it means I just read. يعني, you know, in English, you can say past tense. Or you can say I have read the whole book. تمام? This is for male or female? It's for male. It's gaaree. If it's for female, it will be gaaree. It will end with a. gaaree. gaaree. تمام? Let's take another example. يلا. أنا شارب من العصر. What is the meaning of that? أنا شارب من العصر. جميلكس. Correct. أنا شارب من العصر. It means I have drank or I drank at afternoon. العصر is the time is afternoon. Like now. العصر. So even if I want to offer you, for example, a tea to drink, you can say شكرا أنا شارب. Like I already drank. I already had. أنا شارب من العصر. Cuckoo in Arabic is the same thing, at or from. It will be min or since even. It's the same thing, at, from, since. It's the same thing in Arabic. It has one word, min. أنا شارب من العصر. At the beginning, فرح, of course it will be confusing. It's a new information for you. The more that you read it and you understand it from the context, then خلاص, it becomes easier. There is no grammar lesson that it is easy from the day one. ما في. With practice, it's getting better. It's getting better. يعني today is different, and after 6 months it will be different. If you practice, of course, every day. So sometimes it's similar to the past perfect, sometimes it's to the present perfect. Let's take another example. So the verb is كتب. اسم فاعل becomes كاتب. Now the example is أنا كاتبة كتاب عن الرمسة الإماراتية. أنا كاتبة كتاب عن الرمسة الإماراتية. Very good. Almost all of you are getting right. It's like I have written a book. أنا كاتبة كتاب about عن الرمسة الإماراتية. About Emirati Arabic. Okay, so it's written. It's not read. I have read. It's written. So I can say أنا كاتبة كتاب عن الرمسة الإماراتية. Very good. In fact, if I want to say I'm a writer, I can also say أنا كاتبة, the same word. أنا كاتبة. I am a writer, for example. I am an author. Okay, so اسم فاعل, it has more than 3 to 4 functions. Yes, Rosine, you can say that. No, Ramsat means Emirati Arabic. It is it is another name for Emirati dialect. Yes. And then كاتبة for female, it ends with, sorry, in Arabic it's written, correct, but in Arabic is not. So أنا كاتبة. For me, here in the Arabic it's written كاتب, but it should be كاتبة. كاتبة for female and كاتب for male. Let's take another example. أنا طالعة من الدوام الحين. أنا طالعة من الدوام الحين. Very good, Suwaidi. It means I just left the workplace now. It doesn't mean like I resigned. It means I just left. I finished my work and I left. أنا طالعة من الدوام الحين. ميل ولا فيميل؟ ميل ولا فيميل؟ Very good, Rina. Correct. Mariam's correct. It's female. Correct, Ahmed. Why? Because I said طالعة. طالعة. تمام? Let's take last example. Let's take the last example. List. The Soul Adventure, I don't know what's going up. It's going out. I'm not sure what's the meaning of going up. And then, now this is our last example for today. Yaales. It comes from the verb yaales. Yaales. Very good. So all what you're saying is correct. I am at home since morning. أنا جالس في البيت من الصبح. أنا جالس. Or I have been sitting in the house since morning. أنا جالس في البيت من الصبح. Both is correct. Like it means I didn't left the house, or I didn't leave the house. I'm still in. Like I didn't go anywhere. أنا جالس في البيت من الصبح. I'm sitting home from morning. It makes sense? Good. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this small lesson. شكرا, مع السلامة. So this lesson inshallah will be available either in YouTube or in IGTV, but I'll make it accessible. So even if you didn't attend or you want to re-listen again, you can always do that. I'm also now working in the verbs book as hard copy to give you more examples. And also, if you would like to listen to more examples and to understand more, we do have the grammar lesson videos. It's a pre-recorded lessons that is available for all, or anyone is interested to buy it in our website to help you understand more about grammar. We do have about 17 lessons recorded. Or otherwise, you can always learn from YouTube and Instagram the daily lessons. الله يحفظكم إن شاء الله ونشوفكم قريبا بإذن الله. If you have any questions related about the books or the courses, you can always send us DM direct message and one of the team will get back to you. تمام؟ زين؟ يلا مع السلامة.